Okay, here we have the upgraded version of the DJI NASA F550. It's been modified. What I did was I put LED lights on it, I put headlights on it. I used the balancing port right here. This is the balancing port from the battery, and I got a female connector and a male connector, and I wired that up to where when I plug it in, it'll give power to the LED systems, and each terminal in there gives me a different voltage because the headlights work off of 6 volts, but the LED controller works off of 12 volts. So what I did was I used different taps on the battery. This device here is the LED controller for the LED lights around the edge. I'll go ahead and plug it in, and you'll see that we plugged the battery in, and what I've done is installed a little micro switch down here. It's a little micro switch right down in there that works off of one of the channels on the receiver. So I can turn the lights on and off with the receiver just by a flip of a switch, and you see flipping it on turns them on and off. Now this receiver also, I can change the colors of the lights, or I can make them strobe any color, and I can speed up or slow down how fast they strobe. So here we're slowing it down, and here we're speeding it up. So the next thing I did was took and I rewired the strobes so they'll strobe, but if you notice, the front LEDs stay solid white, and they'll turn on and off with the switch of the transmitter. So I know that that's always the front. So when it's flying around, it'll strobe the lights all over, and it looks really great at night, but the white lights always stay on white all the time. So the next thing I did was I decided to put a manual switch on a separate tap which works off of 6 volts, and I gave it headlights. And these headlights are really bright at nighttime. And I gave it 2 headlights in the front, and I gave it 2 red tail lights in the back. So no matter which way I'm flying, I could tell which direction is front and which direction is back. So I'm going to turn the lights out for a second, and you'll see how bright they really are. And I'll try and hold it up, and it lights up the whole garage. I mean, they're really bright. Front and the back. And then I could flip the switch on the receiver again, and also give it the white lights in the front only. And then the strobing lights are solid, however I program the remote with the remote. I could also turn them off. I can turn all the lights off, the strobe lights. Notice they're not on, but the front LED strip always stays on no matter what. So that's one of the great features. So I went to blue, there's red, but the front will always stay white no matter what. So I could turn off the headlights, and we still have the white. I'll go back to a strobe that just strobes 3 colors, and then I could slow that down. Or speed it up, or I can go through all 8 colors. It does 24 different colors. The white will always stay white no matter what I do, because that I need to know which way is front. So I got a green. It's probably hard to see. There's a amber, a pink, a light blue, a lighter blue, a big yellow. But the white again always stays white at the front no matter what, unless I turn the switch off completely. So when it's flying, I'll usually always fly it with at least the headlights on or the LED lights. But I like to fly it like that, let the light strobe around, and speed it up a little bit. And it looks so cool at nighttime when it's dark out. And I'll get a demonstration of that next. So there's my quad with all the lights. And next I will probably put a canopy on the top of it. There's just some more. The light's kind of difficult, but I use the balance plug of the battery pack to give me my different voltages. Now the strobing light you see here, this little green strobe, that's letting me know that the GPS unit right here, this GPS unit, is picking up at least 6 satellite receivers, so it knows where home is. Here's the red strobes again, the red tail lights. Now I can fly it just like that with just the headlights on there, but I made that a manual switch. I ran out of channels on my receiver. So there's what we got for our quadcopter now. And in a month or so I'm going to be upgrading it to a high lift kit, which is going to have bigger motors, bigger propellers, and these are going to stick out another 6 inches, so it'll be more stable. And I'm going to put a landing gear on it to where it can have a camera mounted underneath. And that's it.